Hello B-shows and hello everyone else. I know I was muted. That was intentional. You need that eating ASMR? Oh no. Alright. We're back. Let's see, PB 289. Round 8. Oh. B plus. Swampert. Gengar. You know. Alright, let's see how long we last today. You don't want the streak to die, but you would love to see me do factory? Well, if we get the same type of luck we had yesterday, then we're gonna see some factory. Hello there, Amaryllis. Level 50 singles when? Oh, Ruby. I was gonna say yesterday I played level 50 because I lost my double streaks. Alright, Charles, he can have legendary birds. Let's just protect Earthquake here. Against Raichu Houndoom. Fire Blast into protect. I should still see them in Emerald. Yeah, I haven't gotten to 100 whatever yet. I haven't done the your new save file. I still have the old one, which was at what? Well, there's a bird. 105 when I mixed, I think. I don't know if that's where you encounter them or if it's gonna be a loss from earlier. I keep forgetting about this stupid thing's lightning rod. I should have gone for light screen. Yeah, I beat Ruby yesterday while watching Joplin. Or I guess a little bit after Joplin did his stream. Okay, it's bulky articuno. Let's parasong this just in case. I'll parasong just to be safe. So yeah, my own Ruby save is now also at the Battle Tower. I don't have a team yet, but I am at the Battle Tower. Hello Joplin, thank you for the luck. We'll need it. While I was grinding back earlier, I got first double Bright Powder, then like a few battles later I got triple Focus Band, and then when I just started the stream and I was eating dinner doing the last round before the highest difficulty round, I got Bright Powder miss into Fire Blast crit burn against the Aggron that ended one of my Tickler streaks. Let's double up on slacking. I was thinking while I was playing that, like, am I gonna get bright powder burned again, just like how I lost that time? But no, it was a bright powder into crit burn, but I didn't lose. Yeah, I got hog ground. Well, I got RNG'd is what I got. Hello, Gengar. Oh no. Wait, we have Lum Berries, fine. Medicham. I'm guessing you didn't find the shiny yesterday. Switching to Gengar for the Power Song and to double team Ludicolo. Sandy, you've decided you're not shiny hunting? You're just seeing how many encounters you can do before you see one? Well, good luck. Oh, it's an offensive one. I guess we can just attack then. But it might live because of all the healing. Earlier today, I was so frustrated with getting Quick Claw exploded again. Like, I don't know, it has happened at least twice in the last week. I was looking at my team builder, like, what doesn't die to explosion Quick Claw? And like some months ago, I put Helping Hand Dust Skull in my team builder, so I was looking if I could build around that. Michael, you always forget how Gengar is. I mean, it is very fast. Right, we have one move that hits Shedinja. Well, we have three if you count Toxic and Parry Song, but we have one attacking move. This Paris is gonna eat this. So yeah, I was looking into Curse, or Helping Hand, Curse, Pain Split, Protect, Dust Skull lead next to Swampert, but then I don't know what I do against Gardevoir and Gengar. Let's target you and switch to Gengar. It's Rock Tomb Heracross. we get Sport, but we have Lum. Magpie, in the palace you're currently testing metagross. Either has to be that or ghost. Yeah, that's the conclusion I came to. It has to be a ghost or a metagross. Might see a kill. I'm not sure if Zapdos is faster than slow Heracross. The Palace doubles has the additional requirement of the HP. The opening duo matters for enemy natures. Yeah, so there's something with, depending on the nature, they attack the one with more HP, right? But is that like... I thought it was gonna be like percentage based, but is it also like actual the number? So if they're both full HP, they'll target the one that has lower HP? Parasect, yeah, it's your Among Us, Amaryllis. Yeah, it does target the lower one? Okay, interesting. Actually, I'll protect and... No, wait, we could get Spored again. I'll protect the Gengar, I guess. It's actual HP. So is it always actual HP? And that kind of makes sense. Ah, we outspeed, but we focus band, of course. You want your special tank to be low HP and your physical tank to be high HP? Yeah, that is unfortunate for Blissey and Snorlax. I guess Articuno's coming out. We'll just double target the Heracross. This Parasect cannot actually hurt me. Yeah, I haven't done too much with the Palace yet. I brought like this team, or an older version, to the Palace doubles. Just for fun. It worked somewhat, not the best. Maybe I'll just Perish Song here. Maybe not. If it's Quick Claw, could one-shot. Maybe I should switch here, actually. Swampert is interesting in Palace doubles, because most of the grass move users won't target the high HP ally. Yeah, because they see the kill, right? Then they always just go for the kill. Thoughts on using Sand Slash for battle towers? You're thinking Dig, Earthquake, Swords... Swords Dance, I think. So I looked a little bit into Sand Slash. But unfortunately, it just doesn't really do much. I mean, it's pretty strong. It's, what, 100 base attack? But, like, you're slightly faster than Swampert, but not fast enough for it to really make a difference. And you're a lot less bulky. But, let's see, are you looking for singles or doubles? Sand Slash isn't great, but you do have Stab. Earthquake with a decent attack stat, so that's always still pretty good. And you have a speed stat that is not good, but you can outspeed a lot of Pokemon that have no speed investment. Like you can outspeed base 100s. So I don't think it's great, but you can get gold for sure. Magpie said, you can't run Psychic Latios really? It might get perma stuck when using Psychic into a low HP Dark type. That's a thing? Everyone is taking a nap today. You have a shiny Sandslash. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, it's on Pokemon Go. Okay, then that is different. Best carrier for Earthquake. You thought Swords Dance Sandslash would be mad for singles 50 and 100s. Yeah, I think... I mean, it's... as long as you're the one outspeeding, I suppose it's pretty good. But there's a lot of Pokemon that outspeed or that tank a hit and one-shot you. So yeah, Marowak for immediate power, Swampert for a little bit more bulk. But you can get gold. I just don't think it's super good. The Palace doubles AI chooses the move and then the targets. Oh, so that's... Ooh, that makes immunities really strong. Yeah, Latios can Psychic into Absol forever. Because it wants to Psychic the Gengar, but its nature switches the target. That's really interesting. I had no clue it worked like that. I think the Palace is interesting. But for now I'll focus on the tower and probably first the dome. But I'm interested in looking into the Palace at some point. Yeah, Marowak is crazy. It's just too bad it's so slow. Otherwise, I would have brought it to doubles. I was looking into Togekiss with Follow Me next to Lightning Rod Marowak, but you're just so slow that I don't think it's gonna be that good. Problem with the Palace is that so few Pokemon are viable when you can't use Hidden Power because of the AI. What does the AI do with Hidden Power? Does it see it as a normal type move, or is it something else that makes it unviable? We should live Giga Drain from Cradley, so we'll just focus on the Machamp. Follow Me overrides Lightning Rod on the T-Bolts though. Yeah, but I'm not that worried about that, I suppose. But I'm already not really using it. Basically, it never uses it. Okay. I mean, I guess that's good for people on cartridge. They don't have to breed for hidden powers. Okay, let's double up on onto this Heracross. Sees it as a 1 power normal type move, if you remember correctly. Okay. I figured it was some weird AI stuff. Critical hit on Machamp. Call of Duty hit marker noises. If I guess if I was into like super over editing my videos, that could be a thing. I'm not gonna bother with protecting the Zapdos. Okay, it is Zapdos 1 or 2. Which in the lead is really dangerous, but here we have too much. Teaming, you had some success with Marowak next to Gyarados. When Gyarados can Icy Wind while Marowak protects. But Starmie was too problematic because at -1 it still outpaces Marowak. Yeah. I was thinking about doing something similar as well if I was gonna use Marowak. I was thinking of having the Marowak in the back and then switching in if it was necessary. But I don't really know what else the team would be doing. But I wanted to... I was looking into making like a team that was like Emerald only with no legendaries. So one idea was Gyarados with Rhydon with Lightning Rod. But I have no idea what the team is doing, to be honest. Riley, you've been adding the TF2 crit sound to your Dream Team Quest video for the crits. I guess that works too. Timmy also tried Togetic. You like Marowak because it can also Power Song. Yeah, I'm a fan of Power Song, so I do like that. And I think Togetic gets Thunder Wave, right? Or we're getting beamed. So I guess one possible play is protect Marowak and Thunder Wave, something that's faster and dangerous, but... Well, it's important to have fun and not always go super optimal. Every single doubles team should run Latios. Yeah, this team originally had Latios, but then they kept tracing Levitate because it was lead. So I switched it for Zapdos. I've considered Latios in the back, but this team isn't super serious anyway. I mean, I know it says serious team testing and it is kind of serious, but I built this team when I had no clue, like when I hadn't really played doubles yet. So I just want to get like a good streak on cartridge to honor the first team I built, and then I'll move on to a better team. But I haven't built a better team yet. This team is definitely flawed. It wins very hard, but when it's in a bad matchup, it struggles really hard. No, focus slow, bro. In both Gen 3 and 4, you've never built a non-gimmick team where you didn't eventually put Latios in. Yeah, Latios is really good. But I do really like Zapdos as a lead over Latios on this particular team. And not just because of the levitate trace thing that kept happening. But Zapdos just gets a bunch of kills with Thunderbolt that Latios misses out on. Of course, Latios is way better in a lot of other situations. We'll go Gengar, so we have Parasong ready. Follow Me Togetic was interesting, but low-level Ninjask with Protect is much better. Version of Follow Me. Yeah, I'm really interested in trying out Ninjask myself. Latios is boring because it finds its way onto too many min-max teams. And Latios always demands similar teammates. Yeah, that's true. I'll just Parasong Earthquake. I mean, it is crazy good. I really like it with Tauros. I mean, of course, the 1k streaks on Smogon leaderboard are both with lead Latios Tauros. That is just a really strong lead. It's not like this lead that I have wins a lot harder into not bad matchups, but the Tauros Latios, like you always get a kill turn 1 unless like some really crazy RNG, and then you just don't really have super bad matchups, so it's way more consistent. Latios Tauros outspeeds basically the entire game. It's actually like cheating. Yeah, it's crazy. I started with them as my singles grinding team. League Tauros with Latios in the back. To like quickly go through the first 7 rounds whenever I lose a streak. And then I started using it more, and it's actually just crazy how good it is. Both singles and doubles. And singles, it's like not the most consistent. Because you can just lose the RNG, of course. I'll just protect here. It's actually a very boring doubles team to play after a few hundred games. I haven't played the Smogon team yet. But I've played something similar. Yeah, I can imagine. But I guess this team also isn't super interesting. I just click Earthquake turn 1 and that's it. Most of the time at least. Shift 3, we'll just... Wait, Dusclops, one of them has Protect, right? I guess I'll switch then. It's nice that the Dome and Palace don't have similar best doubles duos. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into the meta teams. I know only the Kangaskhan, Lapras, Latios team. Oh, goodbye, Dusclops. And I used a version of that, but I had Persian because I was trying to get 100 wins in the Dome. Like battles, not tournaments. With Persian and the team I originally had kept losing around 20 tournaments. So I made the same team with a bit fake out dig Persian. And that worked. But the team felt very weak to RNG. But then, I mean, when you only have 2 Pokemon, you're always going to be weak to RNG, probably. But it felt like every couple of battles, I would have like a chance to be in a really bad spot after turn 1 if I like fake out went into Bright Powder on Heracross or something like that, or some of that stuff. Eggy. Giga Drain Eggy kills Swampert. Who are we up against? One moment. I'm gonna go. It's one of the Rangers probably. I'm gonna go watch my own stream. It's Stella. One of the Rangers. I was right on about that part. She only has 1 Pokemon for each. And this is a Solar Beam Eggy, so we're free to Earthquake on this turn. Magpie, you want to make Flygon work in Pike? I think because of the Thunderwave glitch, to actually be justified over the other options. What is the Thunderwave glitch? I'm not sure if I know this one. Maybe I just can't remember right now. Do they try to Thunderwave Flygon or something? Okay, there's Solar Beam. Eggy has Quick Claw, so we're switching out here. Rob, you have a team on Emerald consisting of Slacking, Latios, and Swampert. You have all the silver symbols, plus gold in the Pike. Yeah, that's some pretty strong Pokemon. I can imagine you can get gold with in most places. Dual type non-immunity. Yeah, I figured it had something to do with the immunity bug. I haven't used Flygon that much. Like, I used it a couple of times early on. But, like, Flygon is really just an... Feels like it's just an Earthquake button. Which is strong, and it's fast, but... Too much kills you, I feel like. You want a nice challenge in the tower? Try reaching 70 wins with monotypes in both singles and doubles. Yeah, I may do that at some point. I currently have a challenge that I didn't really get around to, which was to do gym leaders. Flygon is good, but you have to babysit it more. Yeah. I would really like to have a fast EQ user. But it just does not feel great. Okay. What do we want to do here? Kill Latios or kill Machamp? Guess we'll double target Latios here. Thunder Wave, okay. And if Flygon had just a little bit more speed and didn't speed die Starmie if you run max speed Flygon, that would also like make it a lot better. Rock Tomb, okay. I'm gonna switch out the Swampert and I think protect Zapdos and probably see an Ice Beam into that. I think I'll switch in Gengar because of I don't want to switch in on Rock Tomb with Articuno. Flinch spam is not very good B-Bomb because it's unreliable. It's strong for the AI, it's terrible for the player. They have to rely on flinch. Also Rock Slide can miss. And in doubles it's only 50% damage. But you may be talking about singles. Okay, Lapras goes down. Snorlax. They should both see the kill on Zapdos here, I think. Yeah, they should definitely both see the kill on Zapdos. And we're switching back, I think, because I want the Earthquake. Rock Tomb. Shadow Ball. Do I just let Zapdos die? Do we still outspeed the Machamp? Probably, right? It went for Rock Tomb, but it could be... I'm not sure if it can still random move Rock Tomb when it's already fast. Yeah, we still outspeed. So now we just died to Snorlax. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can flinch with special moves, but I'm not completely sure what the rules are. I'll just attack. If it decides to Quick Lock Curse, then we just deal enough damage. Getting 70 wins with a team of 4 steals was incredibly hard. Who do you even have? Like, Metagross is really good, of course. You have Magneton, you have Aggron. Skarmory, but Skarmory isn't great in doubles. At least it's immune to Earthquake. Who else? Fortress. You have a couple of explosion Pokemon, so that's something. Scizor. Scizor isn't great in Gen 3. I think the main issue is that you're really slow. If you ever run into a fire type trainer, you're in trouble. Okay, this is probably a collector. We'll double up into the Venusaur. The Bright Powder one only has like an 80% chance of killing Swampert. Magpie, you think you go all in on Explosion Protect? Oh yeah, Registeel's there. Registeel's not a great doubles Pokemon. Yeah, Boom Spam sounds pretty good. And against fires, you could try Endure Select Boom. Of course, that is not great because like you can get burned and stuff like that, and there's other RNG. Yeah, we'll just Earthquake Thunderbolt. Feraligatr can live Thunderbolt. If Swampert dies here, it doesn't matter anymore. I got, I think, 65 wins with my Roxanne team. That's the only monotype doubles team I've used. I got 69 wins with a Emerald only Psychic type team, which wasn't like intentionally mono psychic, it just happened. I would have gotten to Annabelle if I didn't run into lead Heracross in Battle 69. Was that Meganium too? I think I saw double team. That was that was a weird team. Not super serious. And no legendaries, they didn't have the latis. It was Gardevoir with Memento into Calm Mind, Pass, Girafarig into Starmie. And the idea was to turn Starmie into Latios. Give it Calm Mind boost. Sean, what do we think the strongest monotype team would be? Would be water? Let's see. Suicune is very good. Swampert is very good. Water definitely is strong. Dragon would give you both Lati, so that's strong. But being weak to ice is never great. In singles, water. In doubles, any of water, flying, ground, psychic. Dragon seems better in doubles? Yeah, probably. What is a Pokemon from future gens you want to insert in Gen 3? You think Zoroark would be cool? I think if the AI in the Frontier could have like Zoroark lead and you're thinking it's the wrong Pokemon, that would be really annoying. Oh, it's Protect Elements. I hate that thing. Oh yeah, Gyarados Swampert. It's a great combination. Wow, that did nothing. That Intimidate really hurt. Uh-oh. And we no longer have haze because this is cartridge Articuno. So we can't get rid of the curse boost. That's maybe just keep attacking. Could switch and force the Perish Song switch, but that's gonna take a bunch of turns. I don't necessarily want like a different Pokemon, I just want Drought Ninetales in Gen 3. Zoroark is so annoying in the subway. Oh yeah, I could imagine. You already kill it +1? Ouch. I mean, you're double-edged, that makes sense. Now you take... Wait, does this thing have Shadow Ball? And does this thing kill... Yeah, we'll just double attack. We'll be fine. Right? Okay, Snorlax down. Klefki, that's an interesting Pokemon. That would also mean we have Drizzletoad and Pelipper and Drought Torkoal. Not necessarily. You said one Pokemon. Also, Pelipper and Torkoal got their abilities later in the game, so or like one gen later, I think. So depends. That should kill and just attack you. So depends a bit. The hardest monotypes to figure out in singles were Bug, Fire, Fighting, and Ground. Fighting when you run into Psychic type trainer. That sounds awful. You have Medicham, but Medicham lives like one hit. So you hope only one Pokemon is faster than you. How many fast Psychics are there? There's Starmie. Starmie, the only one. Of course, there's Bright Powder, Quick Claw, and Focus Band. Bug and Double sounds nasty. Yeah, that doesn't sound ideal. You get the Ninjask, but the other Pokemon are gonna die quite a lot of the time anyway. So the strategy isn't gonna be as strong, probably. Okay, we kill Latias? Probably. Zapdos is quite likely to Thunder Wave, which we don't really care about. Yeah, there's Thunder Wave. I never got the event Pokemon in Gen 3B. But I could get at least some of them now. Oh, we get Earthquake because its partner is immune. That's quite nice. That doesn't hurt that badly. Oh, look who it is. How much does Psychic do to my Swampert? I'm gonna go calc this because we might just die to Psychic here. We probably die to Psychic here. Latios. Actually, we don't? Huh. Interesting. Okay, I guess we double up into Latios again. Or do I protect? Protect would avoid getting Thunder Waved, but no. If it does kill Swampert, like it gets a crit or something, then Ice Beam will one-shot after the chip. Sounds kind of nice. Oh, we got the double Thunder Wave. Let's go. Average round 8 factory opponent team. I mean, I think all legendaries is a lot more rare in factory than it is in the tower, isn't it? I'm thinking Hidden Power Zapdos. This might be a slow Zapdos, and then Articuno can outspeed and one-shot it with Ice Beam. I don't think... Actually, I'm not sure. Do I one-shot without chip damage? I don't use Articuno that much. Let's have a look. We might though. We probably do actually. Yeah, we do. We can one-shot like no bulk Latios, so I would assume one-shot Zapdos. Articuno, if it has investment, they all have investment. Except for like one. If it's not Blizzard, it sees the kill on Zapdos, I think. So I'll try to protect here because we're slower. We're fully paralyzed, of course. Drill Peck doesn't tell me too much because, like, I want to say all of them have Drill Peck, Thunder, or Electric Move. Oh, it is actually Double Team Articuno. This is Riley's favorite Pokemon, I think. Okay, so Zapdos sees a kill here. And it's gonna Drill Peck. I'm kind of thinking I maybe double switch and Perish Song. They probably both see a kill. Where did the health bars go? Yeah, you can switch between numbers and health bars. Oh, still didn't see the kill. I think this thing might have Blizzard and the spread damage is just too low. No, they don't disappear if you're status, they just disappear when you decide they should disappear. You can switch back and forth. Perish Song and I'll protect here. It is Blizzard. Now I'll switch back to Swampert. Swampert might die to Blizzard. If Articuno decides to Blizzard again. But at least we'll absorb the Thunderbolt. You were today's year old when you learned this, Sean? I mean, there's not really a reason for you to know. He'll just spam protect now. Failed. Might be Thunder Wave. No, it just sees a kill. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Unless you seek them out, there are barely any double battles at all in Gen 3 and 4. Yeah, it's really unfortunate how few there are. This switch doesn't matter at all. Emerald has a good chunk. You can force them to be single battles. I mean, does Emerald really have a good chunk? There's a couple here and there, but like, not challenging at all. You never have to really think about the mechanics. You never have to adapt your team for doubles at all. I think it's a real shame, because doubles is a lot of fun. Double battle right before the third gym in Gen 4 used to give you a lot of trouble as a kid, Sandy. 2 ace trainers in the rain. It's been a while since I played Gen 4, but I have some notion of what you're talking about. It's the reason why Chimchar struggles so much in the speedrun. It's a game designed for children. I mean, it doesn't have to be. They could add multiple difficulty modes. I know it's crazy talk, but like literally so many games have multiple difficulties. And a battle doesn't have to be super difficult for you to have to think about doubles. A little bit. This has to be more difficult than what we get now, which is no difficulty at all. The only difficulty is when they decide, oh, the next battle is 10 levels higher for no reason. You can co-op in doubles, yes, Sean. I got a second Emerald copy, so I can do that in the future. Magpie, you didn't know a single other person at your school that got all golds? I don't think we did gold as kids. At least I didn't. 6, 4. I messed around a little bit, but I didn't know about breeding, EVs. I'm not even sure how much I knew about natures. I mean, this is definitely a good challenge, but for the difficulty, I was more talking about like the main game. But I do love the difficulty they have in the Frontier. I mean, would I have liked to see some things a little bit different? Sure, but it's good. Emerald Golds took you like 2 years because you didn't know about EVs. Yeah, that makes sense. It would take you a while if you don't know. The first time I trained, I EV trained a Pokemon was a Gengar in Gen 4. But then I still didn't know about IVs, I think. It did have a good nature. I think it was modest. What is the Tickler doing in my party? The Tickler is here for moral support. Tickler is a Pokemon I'm very happy with. Sandy, your first EV trained mon was a shiny Seismitoad in Gen 5. Cool. That is a worthy first EV train. Riley, your first multi-battle team is gonna be Rend Oxide. So Zangoose Registeel. And Donnie will have Shiny Blaziken and Machamp. The evil team. Sounds good. Give Bastion Protect, it would work well for drawing attacks. Yeah, I suppose it would. And when they don't have any good moves, then you just do whatever you feel like. I'm thinking double up into the Latias. Because it could be Salaman's, what, 2, I think, again, with Protect. I hate Salaman's with Protect so much. Okay, it doesn't have it. It's a Dragon Dance Mens, because it's slow. Oh, no, wait, we got Quick Claw. Never mind. And we get Quick Claw crit, of course. Would be unlucky if Salaman's also decides to target Swampert here. Oh, it is actually Dragon Dance, so it's slower than Swampert. Oh, it went for Earthquake. Of course it did. Because of its partner being immune. You will live? No. Oh, damn. That crit mattered. Does Gengar always kill Mans? I think I'm going Articuno. Actually, does Thunderbolt even kill the Ursaring? I'm not sure, but we're beaming the Mans. Yeah, it lives on 1 HP. Timmy, you bred a trick choice band team of Linoon, Ninja, Scarmaldo. Oh yeah, you mentioned that some streams ago, I think. Only much later did you learn that Linoon can have Trick and Charm. You used Growl. Oh. Oh, it's a special Ursaring. Also Gardevoir. We don't really like Gardevoir. Do I light screen here? Yeah, let's light screen. Time to get crit again. Now, we already got crit in this battle, and we didn't light screen turn 1, so I don't think it applies anymore. Oh, it's Hypnosis Dream Eater. No, we just attack. Nighthawk Ursaring. Yes, Nighthawk Ursaring. Oh no, Magical Leaf against the legendary birds. What are we gonna do? Yes, when you can breed with a Smeargle, you just get so many moves. I was like, I couldn't figure out how Dugong was getting, what was it, Fake Out Power Song? But it was Smeargle. I think I'll Protect, because it could be Protect Armaldo, and then Electabuzz could be faster. Okay, it was slow Electabuzz. And it wasn't Protect Armaldo. Sandy, your plans for tonight just changed. You might have to lock in on Meditite. Alright, let's get those encounters in. What are you at now? You were gonna go for 17k yesterday, right? So, how did that go? Yeah, I thought Dugong couldn't get both, but I just didn't realize Smeargle was an option. And I'm very happy that it did get it, because that was a fun streak. And I'll try to get one on cartridge eventually. Same with the Tickler. You're at 17.8k. Alright, alright. Let's do a poll. Will Sandy get Meditite before 20k? Will Meditite shine before 20k encounters. Yes. No. Start poll. What do you guys think, chat? No, yes. 50-50. Okay, we're gonna Thunderbolt the Gyarados. It's probably closer to 18.5 to 19k. You don't count your encounters unless you're at your desk. Alright, that's fair. Yes before 20k? Okay, so far, the answer is yes. So only a little bit more, Sandy. The people believe. This is a bulky wall range, so no bright powder. Could still be focus band though. Alright, intimidate shouldn't matter here. We have enough damage. Maxi, you're going for shiny Zapdos? Yeah, you got shiny Mewtwo a few days ago, right? Good luck with your Zapdos hunt. Motive cursed you and said halfway when you hit 12k? Ooh. What if it was halfway in time invested instead of halfway in encounters? It's probably still gonna be more than 20k encounters, but... I guess we're switching. Into... Are we parasonging? We're probably parasonging. The Blissey. 2 days ago, you got 31 IV, special attack Mewtwo as well. That is crazy. Heart, do I RNG manip for the Battle Frontier? Or how do I get the Pokemon I use? So, what I'm playing right now is on my modded 2DS, which I have an app on my 2DS which allows me to edit the save file of this emerald, which I've uploaded the ROM to my SD card, so I can just change the stats. But on my cartridge, I have this Zapdos with these exact stats, same IVs, and I have this Articuno, and both of those are RNG manipulated. I don't have the Swampert or the Gengar yet. I'm planning to breed those normally. Okay, I completely missed what they did. Do I care? I guess if it's Meganium 2, I should care, probably. I'll go watch back my stream. 1 second. It is Meganium 2. And what did Blissey do? Sing. Okay, is that Blissey 1? Sing, Toxic. I guess we'll protect Parasong. And they both have to switch. They're not actually gonna die. That's kind of annoying. Maybe we should just... Whatever. We're Parasonging. You're back to work, Sean? Alright. Good luck with the... Hopefully the last couple of hours for this week. I don't know. Leech Seed into Gengar. Okay, we're switching out the Gengar. Toxic. We do have Lum Berry. think we're switching in Swampert because this Blissey, like Sing is gonna be dangerous or annoying. But other than that, we're fine. It's relatively likely that there's another Toxic into Zapdos. Could be Sing into the Gengar though. But at least that has a high chance of missing. So just protect here. Delta 2. Are we switching Gengar or Articuno? I want to Power Song these guys when they come back in anyway, so let's go Gengar. Could switch in on a sleep, which would be annoying. Meganium 2 and Blissey 1? Yeah, it's quite the combo. And Blissey dodges. Very nice. Oh, we get Grass Whistled. Of course, they have Sing and Grass Whistle. Now we're in a really bad spot, actually, because they're gonna switch out and Swampert's gonna be asleep. I guess maybe I should just switch Swampert out as well. I will Ice Punch whatever comes in. Go into Zapdos. In comes Swampert! The reason to have Power Song. Also the reason to have Haze, but unavailable on this Articuno. And a Marowak, okay. Let's kill the Whack. Meganium is back. Swampert. Okay, okay, we can't lose. That's nice, at least. This Swampert only has Earthquake. And this Meganium doesn't have any double teams right now, so we just kill the Meganium. And then we Power Song again. How's the streak going? Well, we haven't lost today. Yeah, I have to be careful not to lose Gengar, but they can't touch Gengar. It turns out. Can literally do nothing to me. I can't really do much in return, but it's fine. Just have to wait a little bit. And then they'll be gone. Timmy lost today to Latios quick clawing and then critting. Like, was it a quick claw crit or was it a quick claw and then the next turn a crit? I had a crazy battle a couple of days ago where turn 1 I set up light screen, get crit by Latios. Turn 2 I get quick claw crit by Latios. Turn 3 I get quick clawed by Latios and Gengar lives on 1 HP because of low roll probably. Plus the light screen protection. My Swampert is asleep. My Swampert will not kill the Blissey. Next turn a crit. Okay. That's unlucky, but that's pretty tame still. Yeah, like sometimes you get a lot of bad luck and you live, and sometimes you get like one focus band and you lose. Just depends on when it happens, what situation. Oh, their Swampert will kill the Blizz. Oh, right. Yeah, true, true. Would have earthquaked. I didn't think about that. Doesn't really matter. But it would have been fun if we got Swampert to kill the Blissey. I mean, it would have had to hit, I suppose. But it would have been fun to try. Alright, we got through. Good thing it was Meganium who came in first. If it was Blissey, we would have had the Perish Song twice. I mean, we did Perish Song twice. We would have needed to Perish Song another time to kill Pokemon. Metagross, Registeel. Okay, we double target the Registeel. And we hope we don't get Quick Clawed Explosioned. Thank you very much, game. Okay, good. I wonder how many times that happened in the 1k streaks. Because in the last week it's happened at least twice to me, and I've done way fewer than 1,000 games. Good example as to why PP Max Perish is good. I mean, Perish Song is like 5 PP, right? I think we would have been fine. Okay, Aggron. Either Bright Powders or die, so no reason to not Thunderbolt Shuckle. Alright, last battle of the round. Another Metagross and a Kingdra. We'll double target the Kingdra. Because that should kill. If we don't get Bright Powdered, the Metagross also goes down. Oh, wait. Lightning Rod. I guess we protect. It's Team's monotype Steel Team. True. It was. Okay, the lightning rod is gone. I mean, it may not have been lightning rod. Goodbye, Gyarados. Wait, did I... No, this is the last battle, right? Now I have to update the notes. Well, we haven't had too much crazy stuff happen today. I guess it all happened already when I was just grinding up the streak, because that's when I got the triple focus band and we got the bright powder into crit burn fire blast. So maybe the tower is out of ridiculous RNG for today. I was wondering if I was gonna need to save over my shiny fortress if I got the quadruple focus band, because that's gonna be the first time I get quadruple. And I wasn't recording in OBS, so... Lock in? I'm not really locked in because I've just been chatting with chat, but there's not really been enough reason to lock in today. Oh no, not Mischievous. This is a youngster. Do I have to worry about bright powder on this guy? But if it's a youngster, doesn't that mean it's offensive Mischievous? So that's not that bad. Because I think Mischievous 4 is offensive, but what about the Victory Bell? Is that... Yeah, it is the bright powder Victory Bell. Okay, we're not double targeting the Victory Bell. Let's see. I can't kill anything this turn. I'm switching out Swampert. I guess I could also protect, but there's not really a reason. I can just switch in Articuno. Missy Force still debond. Yeah, but I'm mostly worried about Thunder Wave. This is the one Mischievous I usually don't really care about. Of course, it's still a Mischievous who is annoying, but it's not that bad. Quick Claw, Fissure, Whiscash? I'm pretty sure. And Ludicolo last. Don't know if Hidden Power Grass actually kills. Gets the Quick Claw. Needs a crit. Doesn't get the crit. Buzz, you're doing some breeding in Gen 5 with a Sandile. Are you breeding for shiny or for stats or for both? Okay, we do get the kill because this is offensive Whiscash. This thing back-to-back fissured you in palace testing today? Oof. That's brutal. Yeah, I lost 2 streaks yesterday. Like I lost 1 streak at 165 or something. To a bunch of RNG. That was the Quick Claw explosion. Into turn 2 Bright Powder and some other shenanigans. And then a few battles later in the other streak, I got turn 1 fissured by Wailord. And some other stuff. I don't remember why we lost. But the turn 1 fissure didn't help. Okay, these should both die to Earthquake. I think Espeon might have, like, if it's defensive? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, we just protect Earthquake. Oh, never mind. They do not die to Earthquake. Quick Claw Explosion only about 2%. Yeah, it's I wasn't sure yesterday someone... Oh, never mind, we do get a kill. Yesterday someone told me it's 10%, so yeah, with Quick Claw it's then 2%. But yeah, this week it has happened at least twice to me on turn 1. And another time as well, I think. No, I don't know. It's had happened at least twice at full HP this week. So yeah, that's really started to change how I think about if I want to make a really, really serious team. What would I do with my lead? Because the one that exploded on me, I think, was like a youngster, so or no, it was a camper, so I could have known it was set 4, which always has Quick Claw Explosion. But then... Oh, we get Bright Powder Focus Band. Okay, let's go. Just after I complain about not getting enough bad RNG. I think I'll just protect Earthquake here. And not get Thunder Waved. And not get Ice Beamed. Because yeah, it's gonna happen. And this team is really weak to it because the backline is not the strong point of this team. We'll double up into Starmie, I think. I'm gonna ignore that. But yeah, it seems like really likely to happen. And there's a bunch of trainers who could do it to you with like the front line and the back line as well. And there's also a decent chance that like there's a bunch of trainers who, the ones that are more likely to have it, they are also more likely to have a Pokemon that would survive the explosion, so they wouldn't even lose both Pokemon. The one I had on my Butterfree team, it was Muck, and it exploded next to a Gengar, so I just got completely screwed. Somehow we still won that, and then we lost a few battles later. Let's go slow, bro. The fact the AI doesn't understand that exploding in a 2v2 scenario is a tie is really bad. Yeah, it is really bad. Unlike singles where you're protected, yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't sure if that was actually a thing until a few days ago where it finally happened. Because I was afraid that they would be able to do it, and they did do it. Mirror Coat, very nice. T-Bolt Gyarados. Blastoise dies to the Earthquake. Unless it Focus Bands. So yeah, I definitely have some things to consider for when I start building for a more serious team. I just don't really like metagross. It's the thing. And like there aren't really good rock or steel types otherwise, I feel like. So then you end up with something like Gengar, but Gengar just dies so easily. Has to be a bulky Ludicolo. Oh, we did get Intimidate, but still, it's probably bulky. Okay, didn't double team, so we can just kill now. I think the helping hand Duskull was funny. You get some really nice calcs, but I don't think it's actually good. Yeah, Gengar is way too frail. And there are so many strong psychics. And a bunch of them have a Quick Claw or a Bright Powder. Since there's only 4 Pokemon per team, 3 ground immunes equals Superman. Yeah, I have a Superman team. Jolly Metagross is pretty disgusting in Gen 3, to be honest. Outspeeds the Latis. Outspeeds Blaziken. Yeah, I mean, Swampert already outspeeds Blaziken. Except for that one that does have speed. But there are still, like, Charizard, Arcanine, which are annoying. But of course you can endure Salac as well. We'll double up into Jinx. I didn't look at who the trainer was, so I don't know if this is Jinx 4 or not. The bulky Jinx survives Earthquake. Okay, that's a crit, okay. Explosion is very strong, but then you also have the thing of eventually in a long streak you're gonna run into Focus Band, Bright Powder, Quick Claw Earthquake or something as well, of course. Have I thought about using a self-destruct Snorlax for doubles? I'm aware of its existence. I haven't seriously considered it because Snorlax is so slow. But you are difficult to kill. Oh, nice. It's by Jolteon. Oh, we didn't flinch. Good. Yeah, I think it could definitely get far. Don't know if it's good enough to be... I think the speed is just an issue. Fisherman. Are we gonna die to Fisher Wailord again? Let's double up on Wailord this time. Psychic. Starmie wins the speed tie. That's also part of the reason why I didn't target Starmie. It was just a chance it would win the speed tie and then we get attacked by both Pokemon. Of course, Wailord could have Quick Clawed as well. Tima, you've tried self-destruct Snorlax, but you didn't like it. Slow explosion is awkward. Yeah. Oh, we found the Quick Claw. If the AI sees a kill with a different move, is it still possible that they go for explosion? Do any of you guys know, Tima? Magpie? So that's something I've been wondering about as well. Because I guess if you just have like something like the weak Ninjask, and the explosion Pokemon sees a kill on the Ninjask, and that stops them from exploding, then that's a good counterplay. It does not stop them. Oh, it won't explode, okay. Alright, then that's good to know. Kill will outscore. No, the world record is not 245 wins in level 50 doubles. It is like, I don't know, the Smogon record is like 1,000. Yeah, we will Thunderbolt Starmie, and we will Hidden Power Ghost. Oh, that's what I forgot. Someone asked me earlier, I think, and I forgot to answer it. HP Ghost. Why have I not brought Shedinja? Is it cowardice? Yeah. I'm afraid of Shedinja being useless. Good luck. Thank you, KT. Oh, no, that worked. I do not have... Oh, no, this is not factory. This is tower. This is tower doubles, not the factory. Let's see. Wait. What happened? Did this set up reflect or something? How did we do so little damage? 1 second, gonna look at my streak. Oh, we got intimidated. Oh, it's just intimidate, and it has to be like super bulky Latias. Okay, that makes sense. Now what do I want to do? Double up might kill Latias. I might want to kill Mens. Do I double up into Mens? Do I switch? Bulky Mens can live in Power Ice. There are a lot of very questionable records on Smogon, but 1k tower doubles is actually real. Parasitized has live streamed that multiple times. Yeah, I've seen some of the VODs. Let's double up on Salamence. Okay, good thing it wasn't protect Salamence. That is why Ninjask plus Swampert is nice. Counter is only possible if they also have Mirror Coat. Or Quack 1, who doesn't see a kill on Ninjask. There's no explosion you have to worry about. No setup moves, no status moves. No Oko moves apart from Lapras 7-8 and Dugong 3. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Okay, now we're paralyzed. I guess I double up into Latias. And maybe die in the process. Earthquake because of the immunity that Latias has. Do I think I'll be around for Ori tonight? I'm not sure. Depends on when you guys will be playing. Probably sees a kill with cross chop now. Into the Swampert. And it did. All that upside comes at the cost of a whole Pokemon though. True. I'll definitely need to look into what the partner Pokemon would be. Like Swampert of course doesn't die too much. Rest. Nice. And we're fully paralyzed. We need to get Articuno some reps. Articuno is there. Oh no, it's bulk up. Uh-oh. I guess I could have known. We're fully paralyzed again, of course. I'm kind of afraid switching back Swampert. Also now Earthquake won't do as much anymore. You know, I just Perish Song at this point. Let's get this over with. Should have protected the Zapdos then. Well, we would have just been paralyzed anyway, so doesn't matter. Never mind, we weren't paralyzed. There we go. Last battle of the round. Oh no. It's the dreaded Wobbuffet. We just ignore it for now. Double hidden power. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Maybe it would have been better to light screen because Swampert is always slower. And then I outspeed the next turn with Zapdos and get the kill. But I'm not sure if I always kill. We T-Bolt Hidden Power Ghost. What's world record? It's like 1,000 wins. And for open level it's like 1,300 wins. At least that's the Smogon record. Which in this case I think we're taking for world record. Do I survive with a light screen? Guess we're... Hidden Power Ghost, Dawn. It's Hidden Power Ghost on the Swampert. Suppose I could also consider him Hidden Power Bug. To hit grass types. But I don't know what the stats are for Hidden Power Bug. May have already looked into that. Oh, I didn't even see a kill. Maybe... wait. Does this one have no special attack, maybe? Oh, it dies. Wobbuffet seems insane in this. I mean... It's not that good. It's just potentially dangerous for us. I lost the streak recently because it's focus banned Wobbuffet and it focus banded me. Ouch. But you can just ignore it. It's just to protect myself from infinite... No, actually, it would be at 1 HP, so it wouldn't even damage me. We'll just attack. Oh, right, we are... I'm just so used to clicking Earthquake. Does this even kill? Okay, it does. Hovered over Articuno to tease you. On to round 12. You won't stand by and let this happen anymore? Oh no, there's a revolt happening in chat. Nico, Venusaur, Ludicolo. We'll double target the Venusaur here. And we just ignore the Ludicolo, because it's not going to do anything. Okay, I guess we're switching to Gengar. T-Bolt. Hopefully it's a Skarmory we can kill. Any interesting replay of the week sometime? Like coming on the show? The issue for me is it's at 2 AM for me when you start. Also my ADV, like actual competitive knowledge, is very limited. But I guess for replay of the week that's not as necessary. And sometimes I am awake in your chat because I'm an insomniac. But being awake and watching and being awake and commenting in the live stream, those are a little bit different than being actually on the show. Could do a weekend? Yeah, maybe. Could be fun. But yeah, like I said, I don't actually know that much about ADV, especially since like the last half year I've been really focused on the frontier, so I know a decent amount about Gen 3, but not about ADV. My knowledge has deteriorated, what limited knowledge I had. Oh, easy survive. No, Gengar! The leech seed is gonna kill me. No! Unless we just get the kill. Never mind. Hello, Noonslav. The tower has been not too bad today. Well, yeah, not really since we got to the actual difficulty rounds. It's almost Kuno time. Maybe. This guy only has starters, so there could be double grass starter in the back. This Swampert could counter me and we don't kill with hidden power. Do I protect? Do a light screen. I'll protect. Flamethrower into Swampert. Oh no, he's going for the burn. No! Crit burn? Not this time. Never mind. I spoke too early. This is the second crit burn on stream today. Thanks, game. Anti-Plosion just barely lives. Mirror Coat, okay. Back sprite and front sprite on screen at once. True. Maybe it's Articuno time. Oh! That looks like it might be Articuno time. We're getting beamed. Ouch. Can Sceptile see kill on Zapdos, I wonder? Could switch out the Swampert. I don't really need to keep it alive, but I could. Could switch into Articuno. Swampert can probably target both. Protect and either sack. I'm gonna have to take a hit on Articuno anyway. Try to big brain me and crunch the incoming Gengar. Oh, I guess it did see the kill with crunch. Oh, never, maybe not. I'm not sure. One hit is different from two hits. Yeah, but I was thinking Leaf Blade, and Leaf Blade does like negative damage. I mean, Crunch still did no damage. Yes, finally, the people's champion, Articuno, gets to do something. Paralysis. Oh no, he's so scary. Or she is so scary, in this case. Quick Claw. Yes, it's hidden power grass on the Articuno. I almost never get to use it. Shuckle Chansey, sure, bro. Watch him have Blissey in the back, it's possible. Blissey Snorlax. Oh, it's Mischievous. But this is Mischievous for Gen 3 Eviolite just dropped. Yeah. This guy can have Porygon. Not Porygon 2. Regular Porygon. Hyper offense team. Oh no, yeah. Exactly. You have to watch out. Do we hit? Yes. Goodbye, Chansey. Oh, it's better Blissey. It's Wigglytuff. There we go. I actually lost my first long streak in singles to this guy with his Chansey. Because he's a leftovers minimize. And I got stuck in a struggle war. I couldn't kill it. I was locked in an infinite battle that I was eventually going to win if I would never have given up. Unless my 3DS died first, but... I mean, that was actually an option, I guess. But after over 24 hours stuck in that battle, I gave up. You off to work, KT? Good luck, thank you. Hit you up if we're Ore gaming tonight. Yeah, I'll let you know. Losing to Hex is the worst. Losing to Hex is the way of the frontier. As long as you play well, you're probably losing to Hex. But it also makes it interesting. Okay, we're gonna protect here. Trying to build a team that survives as much as possible is an interesting challenge. But of course, it can also be frustrating when you lose to something that is almost completely out of your control. That's not a psychic type. Let's see. Do I protect? I think I'll protect. Raikou always dies if I hit. Maybe you should target the Slowbro. Actually, that went for bite as well. Teammates on some special attackers, you run 31 attacks anyway because it improves the struggle war potential. Yeah, I actually switched from when I started using Will-O-Wisp Moltres, I switched to Jolly. Just in case it would happen again. Oh, I flinched. I was like, how is this Slowbro moving before Swampert? But I just flinched. Okay, they should both see a kill. On the Zapdos, so Swampert is safe now. Feels good when the hex works to your benefit. It's it's fun that sometimes you're in a really bad spot and then you actually get the hex in your favor for once. That's also not a psychic type. Ooh, but Starmie could speed tie and kill Zapdos. I think we're switching here. Yeah, just protect it. Confusion self-damage rarely matters. And then it doing like 1 damage more maybe, that's not really gonna matter. Oh, it's fast, weaken, slow Starmie. Now they probably see the kill in Articuno, so let's protect. Never mind. At least Starmie sees the kill. Craziest hacks you've seen, team, is LRXC beating Registeel 1 with Gengar 1. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. I remember in my 289 streak, there was one battle where I was dead unless I got Thunderbolt paralysis into full para, and I got it. So that's not super insane, but it's probably the luckiest I've been. Oh, hello. Quick Claw Horn Drill turn 1. Let's send out Gengar in case it's cross chop into the Swampert. Oh, we get the crit in return. Okay, that's not an even trade, but it's a trade. In comes Starmie. Cross Chop did go into the Swampert slot. Okay, I think we're Thunderbolting and protecting, because if Starmie wins the speed tie and kills Gengar, that's bad. I think I watched a part of that battle live. Oh, it's bulky Starmie. Went for Thunder Wave into the protect. Bulky Starmie has a small chance to live Thunderbolt. We'll kill the Starmie with Gengar. I guess we'll protect as well. Because Machamp sees the kill with Double Edge. In comes Mens. Let's see. I think I just T-Bolt Machamp. And Ice Punch. Articuno action. Just a cameo. Is Alorex's streak still alive? I watched a little bit yesterday. But then I switched to watching Joplin. I think. Oh no. Quick Claw Explosion, Steelix is back. No! So I was thinking, like, how could I have possibly played it where I don't lose? To turn 1 Quick Claw? Because if I just protect, then Steelix survives, very likely. And then the next turn is low HP, so it's more likely to explode. I could then switch to Gengar on the next turn. But then we are ignoring the second Pokemon, so it really depends. In this case, it probably is an option. Hello, Joplin. You're taking off work early for the long weekend? Enjoy. He made it through with a really awkward draft. Didn't he have like Raikou Manectric at some point? So yeah, are we gonna try Protect Earthquake into switching into Gengar play? Let's see how it plays out. Well, we blocked a Quick Claw, but it wasn't Explosion. He's got another interesting choice of Pokemon. Alright. Ooh, Double Edge. So now we switch into Gengar. No Quick Claw Explosion. So yeah, that's a possible way to play around the Quick Claw Explosion, but it's really awkward. And a lot of the time it just won't work. Okay, double fire, I guess. I mean, like, how do I... we know it's not Quick Claw Magmar. I'll protect Earthquake. Whatever. Maybe attacking was better there. Bro, what are you saying? Made it through another round. Almost at max battle points. Well, I'm glad you like it, Let's Up. Pedro. I think this guy only has set 4s. Don't know if set 4 is the fast Tentacruel. Because there's one that is faster. It has Giga Drain. Doesn't kill Swampert, unless of course it crits. But combined with a potential... See, I don't know if Slowking 4 is Quick Claw either. I need to memorize the set 4s because they're the most common. Let's double target Milo and then we likely 2-shot. Which Starmie is Starmie 4? It's probably offensive. Is Yunaka from Fire Emblem Engage? Yes. Yes, it is. The whole team is kind of named around Yunaka and Engage. Although it doesn't make as much sense now that Articuno no longer has haze. Because as you're probably aware, when you give Yunaka the Corrin emblem, and you get the Death Cloud, and you just get 0% hit rate on the enemies. And just dodge everything. Now, of course, Swampert doesn't quite fit that well in terms of like what the Pokemon is, in terms of stats. But it gets a lot of kills, and the entire team is built to support it, so in that sense, it kind of works. And she says sappy, so we have a sappy. Exploud lives on 1. Noonslav, you always like finding out where people's names for Pokemon come from. They're always so fitting. Yeah, I tried to give nicknames to the Pokemon. Sometimes I don't really have good inspiration, but other times I do. Oh no, it's the strongest Pokemon! You just named yours the Japanese name? I got a different Articuno on my Japanese file, so that one just has the Japanese name. Maddening was fun. The DLC gave too much OP items. So I actually never finished Maddening because like I did a playthrough on what is it, hard or whatever. I finished that. I quite enjoyed the gameplay. So then I started maddening. Then I got the flu, so I stopped playing and I've never picked it back up. So I actually never got around. I also I got the DLC and the DLC hadn't released yet. Like the Xenologue or whatever it's called. It hadn't released yet by the time I quit. So I have to go back and do that at some point as well. Alright, Swampert can handle this. Yeah, the articuno is in Japanese characters. It's a different one. It's not like I have this same one I have on cartridge, also called Torrent. And then the Japanese one I just soft reset for normally. It doesn't have a hidden power. I mean, it has a hidden power, but I didn't soft reset for one. That's good. I just wanted it to be speedy and have decent special attack, which I got. Jinx. That's probably Jinx 4, right? Which is squishy. Squishy. So it should die here. Yep, it died. And Aggron is going down. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this team, when it wins really hard most of the time. Like in a decent matchup, we go through the team so fast. But in a bad matchup, this team really isn't the best. Double Intimidate, that's also not great. And this is Choice Band Gramble. I think we're gonna go Thunderbolt Gyarados, which kills Gyarados, and we switch to Gengar. And then it's like a 50% chance we take no damage and a 50% chance... Well, I guess it's a 37.5% chance Zapdos gets one shot. Because I'm pretty sure it's Mega Kick, which could just miss. But like worst case scenario, we just reset all the Intimidates on Swampert. Swampert comes back in, we Earthquake, Thunderbolt, Gramble, and it dies. Mega Kick. Missed. Okay, so it was probably into Zapdos. Does it... Do we kill? It doesn't really matter. Gramble sees a kill on both. Gramble has Shadow Ball, so it can 100% kill Gengar, but AI doesn't care about accuracy. Oh yeah, we kill. Melodic has a decent chance of just going for Mirror Coat. Yep. And this should be Modest Lapras, so we don't have to worry about Quick Claw, Horn Drill, or Sheer Cold. And we crit the Milotic, but that wasn't necessary. Battle number 6. They say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. Yeah, that's why I'm not using thunder. Because then I would miss. I think we can just double target the shift tree. And we'll be fine. There is a Breloom with Giga Drain, but that Breloom, pretty sure it can't kill me. So yeah, actually that's not true. I don't know if that one has investment. Probably doesn't, right? Does Breloom get special attack investment? I'm gonna look that up. I don't think it does. No. We just double attack here. Seize the kill with Focus Punch. Kind of a nice thing is the shift trees that have fake out. Oh no. Oh no, didn't this happen last stream or was it the stream before? So much for my plan to one-shot the shift tree. Was this an Aroma Lady? Think so. We'll send out Articuno. Don't think it mattered who I targeted, but like Breloom is the one that has speed investment and Shift Tree doesn't, I think, but I think I would outspeed both with Articuno anyway. Oh, it's a youngster. I was completely wrong. RIP. Yeah. Sometimes you think you're doing something smart and then no. So I'll just damage the Glalie. Which Glalie is Glalie for? I don't know. Wait, Ice Beam is stronger. I keep forgetting. Should have just Ice Beamed the Ice type. Last battle of the round. There's the aroma lady. I was just seeing the future. Okay, there's one Mr. Mime who can survive, has magical leaf, but he's gonna need a crit. No focus punch. But we outspeed. And Balloon goes down. And the Mime could also be Bright Powder. No. The Bright Powder one doesn't have Magical Leaf, I'm pretty sure. I think that's Psychic, Thunderbolt, Fire Punch, Ice Punch. Cacturn and an Eggy. We can probably kill Cacturn by doubling up. Don't have a reason to protect the Swampert, so we just go for an Earthquake. Let's see if this Eggy has a grass move. Cacturn goes down, didn't get a chance to set up sand and sand fail me. Oh, it's Curse, Eggy. You probably kill? I don't know, maybe it's probably max special defense, so maybe it lives? Nah, no way. What an awful stench. Well, excuse you. Okay, round 14. That's a 0. Let's see if we can get back into 100 wins. Psychic Ingrid. I think I'll double up into Hypno, because that one can have Hypnosis. Slowkick can have Yawn, but that's at least then we can switch out. Goodbye, Hypno. E-Bolt the Satu, let's see what comes in. Registeel, okay. Oh, we're not too worried. That's actually one of the things that's funny with Helping Hand Duskull. You can one-shot Registeel, Regirock, and like Frail Regice is a roll to kill. And Duskull can actually survive almost any hit. Like there's only a couple things that can still kill it. Like usually if you're a really bulky Pokemon, you die to explosion. Unless you resist, but of course we're immune, so we don't have to worry. So we died to some really powerful Shadow Balls and like Houndoom Crunch. And I think that's it. We even live Overheat from Moltres with the right EVs. Hidden Power. Switch to the Kuno. I just don't know what Duskull Swampert would do against Gengar or Gardevoir if it's a grass move. Or really just two fast Pokemon. And they decide to double target the Swampert. Crit! No! Not onto the Kuno. I guess we'll T-Volt Typhlosion. Could be Salic Berry. Yeah, no, we should still be fine. Even if it's Ancient Power Meganium. Which I think... No, I don't know if it has to be Ancient Power. Overheat. Could that have killed... Oh wait, Ancient Power wants to target the Articuno more, so... Yeah, maybe that play... wasn't the best. Hello, Hakan. I'm doing alright. I hope you are doing well too. Muck! Quick Claw Explosion, no! Oh! We get our revenge. We crit back. Our crit was a little bit stronger. Just a tiny bit. Let's see what this Muck wants to do. You're doing great. Good to hear. Did I get enough sleep today? Yeah, I think so. I actually got a decent amount of sleep. Quick Claw. This is the Muck that exploded on me last week with the Butterfree team, I think. Hello, Suicune2. You're happy to catch a stream? Well, I'm happy to have you. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. We haven't had anything too terrible happen to us today. Like the worst thing was... Like the most unlucky, I guess, was Bright Powder into Fire Blast crit burn. But that didn't matter that much. And that was like the round before we got to round 8. And then... let's see, we'll double up into Kingdra. Should I? Yeah, it could be Icy Wind. I hate Icy Wind. Actually, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to who the trainer was. And then... during the actual, like, round 8+, the unluckiest thing has probably been Bright Powder into Focus Band. Which isn't that... It wasn't that bad. So the game has been kind of nice to me today. After yesterday where I got completely destroyed by RNG in like 3 streaks. Marvel scale? Oh no! Luckily we're gonna be strong enough. And we're ending it off with a Blissey. Blissey 4, is that the counter one? Probably is. Because I get countered somewhat regularly. Or at least I see the one that has counter somewhat regularly. Don't necessarily click it all the time. Goes for the Calm Mind. No, we don't kill with Thunderbolt now, I think. Nope. Lives on 1 without Focus Band. It does have Focus Band. Pokefan. Quagsire Gardevoir. Gardevoir 4, I'm pretty sure does not have Magical Leaf. And Quagsire 4 doesn't have counter, so we don't really have to worry about anything. Could set up a light screen, but like I only die if I get crit, and light screen doesn't help against crit. So I think we double up on Quagsire, and then probably Quagsire dies. Dima, you've been using Ghost Curse on Gengar recently. You're still wondering if it's worth it? Did we just get crit? Are you using it in singles? In the tower or dome, or where are you using it? I'm a big fan of Ghost Curse, but I've only used it with the Dusclops so far. Yeah, we got crit. I am not that dumb with my head calcs. So yeah, light screen would not have helped there because we got crit. I could have protected, but then Quagsire lives. At least the Gardevoir died. Missy 4, which has Psychic. And Jolteon. Okay, we're Protect Earthquaking here. Protect Earthquake. In doubles as a counter to stall. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Insurance. Yeah, I just have Perish Song, but of course you can't Perish Song when there's only 2 Pokemon left. Did I flinch again? Guess we're switching in. Are we switching in the Kuno? Is this... No, Mr. Fizz 2 is Bright Powder, right? Or is it 2? Maybe it's only Jinx 2 I'm thinking of. In the Perish Song one, I'm pretty sure is the Bright Powder one. Maybe this one is Lum? So I think I Thunderbolt here. In a worst case scenario, Gengar dies and Articuno kills Missy. There's the same role as Perish Song. Yeah. I have considered it as well. I mean, on the Dusclops, or the Duskull I have in my team builder, that one has Curse for the same reason. Thunderwave. Okay, we have Cherry Berry. And it's no stab Psychic, so we should probably live. Yeah, didn't even target the Gengar. I could see it working, but it's not the best. But yeah, I mean, you have it for when you're in a bad situation anyway, so then there are no best options available to you. Expert Alexis. Uh-oh. We don't like this lead. This could be Aerodactyl 2. In which case we need to protect. This could be counter Regirock, in which case Swampert just dies. Unless we also Thunderbolt, but we cannot Thunderbolt. I don't think we have a choice. I mean, we have a choice. Could also Ice Beam the arrow. But then we're locked into Ice Beam. But I feel like if I don't... Let's see. But Ice Beam... The unfortunate thing is Ice Beam is not guaranteed to two-shot Aerodactyl. But I guess that's only against the fast one, and the fast one we need to switch out against anyway. Unless it's not like choice band and it decides to aerial ace the Swampert instead. Which has happened before, and we're kind of wasting the turn. And I need to switch out of Ice Beam. Let's see, worst case scenario, it's Aerodactyl 2 and we get countered. So what do I do then? We have to lose one of the birds, because Gengar doesn't one-shot. Well, I guess I would be risking a double protect for the 50% chance to live. But then Regirock is still full HP. I guess we're Ice Beaming then. Which is really awkward. It's double edged, so it's bad Aerodactyl, so we Ice Beamed for nothing. What does the Regirock do? Oh, we freeze the Aerodactyl. I guess we did something then. Earthquake. Okay, that makes sense. Partner is immune. Ouch. Does Swampert ever click Ice Beam? We clicked it earlier. We killed a Flygon. And it helps against Aerodactyl 2. But it's not needed against Aerodactyl 2. But before I had Double Edge, and I clicked Double Edge less than I click Ice Beam. And I almost never click Ice Beam. Yeah, I think I deal some damage to the rock. And switch. I hope Regirock doesn't see a kill with Rock Slide. But I think, would it still Earthquake? Does it stack? I think so, right? Because it saw the kill with Earthquake and it wants the Earthquake already. Decent damage. Arrow is frozen. I think we just double target the rock here. Arrow isn't a threat even if it unthaws. Of course. Our good friend Regice makes an appearance. I think we're gonna go protect Thunderbolt into Perish Song next turn. It's Men's last. Does the Regice Ice Beam Zapdos? It blizzards. Okay, interesting. And it misses. Very nice. We'll hidden power ice, which may or may not kill, and then Perish Song. It did kill. Thunder. That hurts. So now it sees the kill on Gengar. Yes, first we double protect. I don't think it saw the kill with Blizzard. Never mind. It did see the kill with Blizzard. It doesn't matter. Even if we don't protect. I mean, I don't think Blizzard crit kills Articuno, but let's say it does. We still have a Zapdos. Alright. Got through the Reggies. I deleted the thread list because I thought I wasn't gonna have enough time to grind the streak back up before this stream, but I just barely managed. But Reggies are on the thread list, Aerodactyl is on the thread list. So that was a scary trainer. But it wasn't a scary Aerodactyl, so turned out alright. Gengar is gonna die, Clefable's gonna live. There's a Clefable with Magical Leaf, but it needs a crit to kill. Pretty much, if it's not Solar Beam, they need Stab and Investment to kill with a Grass move. Is this Walrein 4? I didn't pay attention to who the trainer is. Also, we dodged Mega Kick, that's nice. That is Walrein 4. Walrein 4 dies to Thunderbolt. I don't know what the role is. Oh, Eric, yeah, I think that's only set 4s. Last battle. Almost back to 100. Camper Armando, also a set 4 trainer. Which means this is the cursed double team Miltank. Which we can just ignore for now. Of course we get Quick Clawed. Okay, so set 4 Slowking is Quick Claw. And now Miltank is going to see a kill. And whoever's in the back is most likely going to see a kill. I have one-shot the Slowking before, but I don't know if that was perfect. Well, I guess this guy doesn't have perfect IVs. Don't know how high the IVs on that Slowking were and what the roll is. Double team. Annoying if we miss, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. We protect Zapdos because they'll both see a kill onto Zapdos. Okay, we hit the Miltank. Heracross. Heracross is gonna see a kill. We're just gonna deal some damage before we go down. Zapdos goes down to the Megahorn. But this is a bulkless Heracross, so it probably dies to Earthquake. Alright, 2 more battles. We're back at 100. Let's see what this round starts off with. Anything special prepared for me? Stop me from 100 wins. Oh, a truly great battle. Well, we're starting off with a legendaries only trainer. Cool Trainer Gillian. Suicune Regice. You'll love to see it. Think. Doesn't one of the Suicunes have Protect? I want to double up into Suicune. If it's offensive Regice, it sees a kill. Kills Zapdos. But that means it takes a lot of damage, so next turn I kill it with Swampert. That's kind of fine. But I think what Suicune 2 or something can protect. So if I Thunderbolt into Protect and die, that's horrible. So I guess we also Protect. I could Light Screen. There's a chance they both attack Swampert. That could be bad. Is there a Suicune with Hydro Pump? I'm gonna check this. Don't think so, right? No. Okay, in that case, we're not really that afraid. Like, the worst case is we get frozen. Can't do much about that. I'll protect Earthquake. No protects on the Suicune. It is slow Suicune. Could be double team. It is offensive Regice, I think. It is double team. We'll try to T-bolt it next turn. Blizzard. Okay, we could get frozen here. We don't get frozen. We'll double up. I could also light screen maybe. And just let Suicune do its thing. Like I think this is Suicune 2, right? Who's just Toxic Stall. We can Perish Song this later. So keeping this alive would be kind of nice. Maybe, because then there's not an actual dangerous Pokemon. So if I light screen... And I don't know if it's this one, but there's Bright Powder, Blizzard, Regice. So if we miss, we also take less damage. Let's go with that for now. We hit Suicune again, but because of leftovers, it's gonna live. We also hit the Regice. Can we hit the next Pokemon? No. Very likely that we do not hit the next Pokemon. We get Toxic, that's fine. We're probably switching out Swampert anyway. Into Articuno, I would imagine. Because we don't want to switch in on a Psychic. Though we are likely to live a Psychic with Gengar. There's the Protect. That's an offensive Latias, if it takes so much from a Hidden Power Ice. There's a chance it gets 2-shot, but I feel like it won't, so let's just try to Thunderbolt the Suicune. Ice Beam will definitely kill unless Bright Powder, Focus Band. Okay, we hit Suicune, very nice. Now we don't have to worry about Perish Songing the Suicune. Last Pokemon, Raikou. We still have Swampert. Do I switch in Swampert? It could be Calm Mind Raikou. Don't think Raikou sees... Well, if it is Thunder, it will see a kill on Articuno. It could also double team. Does that have a Lum Berry? Or can I try to Toxic? It's Bright Powder double team, of course. I think I will try to Toxic. Like, Earthquake always kills this. Assuming I hit. So worst case scenario is it's double team. Went for Thunder Wave. We landed Toxic. Let's see if it's Lum Berry. It isn't. Okay. We just won. I'll just protect here. Try to Thunder Wave again because it doesn't see a kill. Goodbye, Raikou. Alright, that was battle 99. Articuno Altaria. Articuno can see a kill on Zapdos. We cannot one-shot Articuno. I think I will Hidden Power Ghost Articuno and then Thunderbolt. Next turn. Ice Beam isn't gonna kill Altaria. Hidden Power Ice maybe kills Altaria. But Altaria isn't really the Pokemon I'm afraid of here. Icy Wind. Okay, it's not bulky because it outsped Swampert. I'm gonna assume I kill now. I think I'll Thunderbolt and I'll switch in Articuno here. Articuno lives, it will just Icy Wind again. I'm pretty sure we always kill. In comes Mens. I'll Ice Beam the Mens and I'll Hidden Power the Altaria here. Earthquake. Nice Earthquake, buddy. If it's offensive Mens, it could outspeed Articuno here. Dodrio last. It is. Goes for the Rock Slide. Misses Zapdos, which doesn't really matter. Doesn't kill Articuno. Does it get the flinch? No. Dies. Okay, good. And now we just kill the poor Dodrio. And we're back at 100 wins. Sailor Peter, Walrein, Slowking. Don't know if this guy... He probably has more than one Walrein. We will double up on Walrein. Okay, it is Walrein 4. Otherwise it wouldn't take this much damage. So it is Bright Powder, but it doesn't dodge. What does Slowking decide to do? Hariyama comes out. Attract. Ooh. We'll Thunderbolt the Slowking to get rid of the Attract. It could be Fake Out Hariyama, so that could stop the plan. But that's fine. Fake Out, but it's into Swampert. Which means they don't really deal damage to us. Of course, getting off an Earthquake would have been nice. But I will take this turn. And Lapras. And that's an offensive Lapras, I think. Wait, is it? No, the Thunderbolt just does a lot of damage. We get crit by Cross Chop, that's fine. I was thinking Earthquake damage, not Thunderbolt damage. Let's just go Gengar. Might live this one, but doesn't matter. Because there's the second one. Trainer with a scary face. Miriam. Are we gonna risk the double target into Shiftry again? Let's go for it. Kill me with Focus Band Giga Drain. Go ahead. No Focus Band Giga Drain this time. Cradily. Alakazam. Okay, we'll double up into Cradily. We get Psychicked by Zam. But now it should die. Really barely lives. Could kill the Swampert here, but then it's a 3 against 1. It does not kill. Goes for Barrier. It's not gonna help you, unfortunately. Battle number 5. Beauty Dawn, I think. Who has almost only Pokemon that have Attract. There's a few exceptions. Oh boy. Double slow. Let's see. Are they gonna click Attract? Actually, I should have killed the Slowbro because Slowking can't attract the Swampert. But I was still thinking about the time I killed that Slowking, so I wanted to see more damage rolls. No Attract. Okay. We didn't get punished for that minor misplay. Hero goes down in one shot. In comes Ninetales. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Unless it's Bright Powder. I don't know if that's on the Attract set. Ninetales is actually kind of an annoying Pokemon because it often goes for Confuse Ray. So if it's the lead Pokemon and it confuses Swampert, that can make things really annoying. But not this time. youngster. Breloom, Gramble. We will double up into the Gramble. Because this is Choice Band Gramble. We do not want to take a hit. Focus Punch, we don't care. We just ignore the Breloom. Earthquake breaks the focus. Unnecessary crit on the 1 HP Gramble. In comes Ductrio. Could actually flinch Swampert. But goes for the Zapdos. We don't have to worry. We don't flinch. Ductrio goes down. Can we get an Earthquake off on the last Pokemon? Yes, it's a Lantern. And it does not survive despite the Intimidate. We get Sport this time though. No Focus Punch. Now there's a Focus Punch, but still have Zapdos. A lot of these, some of these sets, like Spore, Focus Punch, in singles, that could be really dangerous. But in doubles, we don't care. And the most relevant version is like Salic Berry Reversal. Terrifying in singles. But in doubles, like you need to kill 2 Pokemon to stop me from attacking you. Speaking of Salic Reversal, or Flail, it's possible on the Bug Trainer. Okay, Mask Rain, that's kind of annoying because of Intimidate. I think this thing also has Lax Incense, so I could just miss and then get Giga Drained by it. We do not miss. In comes Scizor. That's unlucky. Very unlucky, Scizor. Switching in on a Choice Band Earthquake from your teammate. Oh, we miss because Scyther has a Bright Powder. Outspeeds and kills Swampert. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is a Choice Band, so we cannot be hurt by the Armaldo. I guess a better play would have been Perish Song Gengar, because then it doesn't matter how many times we miss, but this Scyther is not gonna kill us. Okay, 2 misses. How many misses? Oh, now it sets up Double Team. Okay, now it doesn't count anymore. Now it's not a Bright Powder miss. And we just hit. Articuno is just built different. Doesn't care. Thanks for your help, Armaldo, but now we have to take you down. And that's 105 wins. And I think we'll end it here for today, because I have a little bit of a headache. So I don't want to make that worse. Let's end it by having a look at our shiny fortress. Which we encountered, what, last week? But yeah, back at 105, which usually isn't that big of a challenge for the team, of course. I mean, yesterday we lost at like 52 after losing our original streak at 165, I think. I mean, sometimes stuff happens, but 100 usually is easy to get. But yeah, should have the podcast with Nighthawk this weekend. I haven't heard from him when he's available, but I'm sure I'll hear from him soon. So then I'm free to do some other stuff again, besides practicing with this team. So I'm prepared to talk about it on the podcast. So yeah, next week, assuming the podcast goes through this weekend, I'll probably do some frontier prep. Whoa, shiny fortress! I want to prepare a team for the dome, and I need to get some BP for that, so I'll probably do some factory. So yeah, I think that's the plan for the coming week, most likely. So yeah, don't think I have more planned. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll probably stream on Sunday. Well, I guess I don't know when the podcast is yet. So I guess it depends on if I am busy with the podcast on Sunday or not. So I guess you'll see something pop up if I decide to stream in the weekend. And otherwise it might be a quiet weekend from me. But we'll see. Alright. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you have a good weekend.